Attention. This is the post-apocalyptic broadcasting service. It has been 482 days and nights since the event. Food rations are suspiciously high. The authorities are investigating this anomaly. There will be no supplies delivered this week. Your 7-day outlook is moderate to heavy radiation storms. You are reminded to stay inside in small groups. If you venture outside, you risk contamination. It is now time for your scheduled entertainment broadcast.
Hello, groovy people of the apocalypse.
The post-apocalypse.
Post-apocalypse. My bad.
How are you all today? Welcome to your Monday morning broadcast.
Monday morning.
How are you, Morgan?
Still not good. But
Little under the weather.
Little under the weather. Had a
big night.
I turned 21. It was great. I'm old now. Can we talk about the package that was now ready for us in the studio this morning?
We've received, and we'll put it up on the Facebook page.
It's
photo.
Waiting for it to come up on Facebook.
It accidentally posted it to my personal wall.
It's one of the items. Last week we had what was it called? I forget what the segment was called. Basically, you had a whole heap of items that I had to guess the prices of.
Yeah, well, I think we called it Buy It Now.
Buy it now. And someone did go and buy it now and then posted it to us. But it's some toilet paper with a lovely picture of Mr. Tony Abbott.
Yes.
And it says, wipe that grin
off his face. So thank you to whoever anonymously sent that in. We've got a big show coming up today.
Yeah, I didn't have much to do with planning it, but I'm taking your word for it.
I think, you're probably still recovering.
I am a little bit.
That's okay. We're going to be talking about the apocalypse, and we're going to be doing some games, but... we're going to find out what I learned after last week's Tinder experiment. But until then, that music seems to really want to play.
It keeps starting by itself, so I think we should just let it go through one more time. This is Elastic Heart by Sia.
You're listening to Morgan and Dom's Doomsday Broadcast. Subscribe to the show on iTunes, morgananddom.com.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And we're back.
We are back. I'm still waking up. This is terrible.
Me too, man.
That's okay,
this is why we never wanted a morning show.
Despite calling our last show a morning show and then picking this time slot. Never mind. This is a show about the post-apocalypse.
Yes, it's our gimmick.
And I think we should actually investigate what we would actually do in an apocalypse.
All right.
I mean, we've spoken about robot apocalypse before, and we've spoken about zombie apocalypse before. So, I have found an apocalypse generator.
Oh, really?
That will be able to tell us exactly, or will be able to generate for us an apocalypse. And then, Morgan, I would like you to come up with our apocalyptic plan of action.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
I'm going to hit the generate button.
All right, let's do it.
Our apocalypse, it just says natural disaster.
Natural disaster.
That's terrible. I'm going to hit it again.
Underground.
You're just going to go underground in any natural disaster?
Yeah.
What if the natural disaster was like a flood?
Airships.
Airships, you know what? Airships might be good for pretty much anything.
Airships are probably solid. Everyone invest in airships.
Oh, here we go. An ancient evil has been unearthed.
An ancient evil. So probably, I don't know, Egyptian, Mayan, something like that. Ancient evil. What is it, terrorizing the earth? Is it a plague? Is it terrorizing the earth?
I don't know. There are tsunamis and radiation.
Antarctica.
Oh, that's a good idea. But the tsunamis it's quite large though. But then I suppose...
The seas there are pretty calm. There's no... Because they're the poles, I assume.
Here are the threats. Here's what is threatening us.
This is interesting.
Vampires, killer robots, religious cults, and demonic creatures.
Wait, vampires, killer robots, cults. How would a vampire go in the freezing of the Antarctic?
I don't... Well, it's quite bright there, isn't it? Isn't it sunlight?
It's sunlight. There's lots of, depending on where you are, sunny all the time, which is a benefit for that.
Except, radiation. So there's not much radiation protection in... I'm assuming it's like the Earth has become...
Like irradiated?
Radioactive.
Like a solar flare sort of thing?
Something like that. Well, is it solar flares, in which case you probably want to go underground?
Well, I've been reading...
Or is the Earth radioactive, in which case airships is a good idea again?
I've been reading Maze Runner series. Second one, Scorched Trials. Solar flares destroyed the Earth. Don't want to be outside. I can tell you that now. Don't want to be outside.
Not at all. So
no, everything's a desert.
Airships are underground.
Airships are underground. Preferably underground if solar flares. Because airships, you're still outside, sort of.
Okay, I've got a new one.
Oh, another one.
Sentient robots, natural plague, and a dimensional rift, all happening at once.
See, I remember the firm belief
something like Doctor Who
that
has come into
sentient
town.
robots, as soon as that happens, we're screwed. Like,
do you think?
I think sentient robots are... I think we're at the point where technology is everywhere. Sentient robots is kind of like... If that happens, there's not much we can do.
But...
Live in the country. Like, way out in the country.
But...
Whoop, whoop.
Airship.
Airship? Oh yeah, it's less advanced. I think airships is the best answer.
I think we've come up with a solution to this. Any apocalypse,
airships. What were some of the other threats?
They've got tsunamis, zombie animals, and dangerous storms. Now, dangerous storms might be a little bit difficult for the airship.
You can just navigate around them.
I know. Why did we get rid of airships?
I don't know, because planes are apparently better.
This must be why airships are in every alternate dimension.
Because they're smarter than us.
And, well, they survive.
We must survive.
In terms of dimensions, we must be in the minority for not having
doomed.
airships because we've managed to get this far without them, where clearly they are crucial to survival. Let's give us one more.
One more, let's do it.
Firestorms, pollution, and again, sentient robots.
Would pollution affect an airship?
I think it might help.
Yeah?
Well, it'd make the air sort of denser, wouldn't it?
I guess.
So the airship would float higher.
Easier.
Yeah.
Do you reckon you can make a city out of airships?
An airship city. That's where we've ended up.
Yeah, I think that's good. Anyone want to begin funding? Do you want to do a Kickstarter for Airship City?
Morgan and Dom Kickstarter, Airship City.
We need a name. Avalon?
There are a lot of things called Avalon.
Okay.
Text us your idea for what we should call our
segue.
Airship City.
We have a new text number.
A new text number is 0481 070163, and if that's wrong, someone will burst through this door in just a second.
But yeah, tell us your idea for an Airship City.
Or tweet us at Morgan and Dom or on our Facebook page.
Or, yeah, pretty much anything. But I assume that is your cue for us to go to a song.
Yeah, we still haven't worked out a nice
You need to point at me or something.
But
this is a good song because we're talking about the apocalypse. So this is Doomsday by Nero.
You are listening to Morgan and Dom's Doomsday Broadcast. You know, I did a presentation on dirigibles and airships in Year 10.
Oh, really? Year 10 in Aquinas College? Yeah. How did I know that? Oh, magic.
That's almost like we went there. Morgan,
yes.
It's time to play...
Would you rather?
Oh, it's been a while. Haven't heard that soundbite in a while.
Yeah. I didn't write these. I've grabbed them off the internet.
Oh, really? Oh, well, it's still good.
Should I play the game show music for Would You Rather? Or should I play just our intro music? I'm going to do the intro
music.
Because it's sort of happy.
Yeah, all right. Would you rathers? Let's do it. Intro music.
Would you rather be hairy all over like a monkey or completely bald?
I reckon I could rock a skinhead look.
You reckon?
Yeah,
I think it would be like
skinhead.
Like eyebrows as well.
Yeah.
Full
Eyebrows.
On alopecia. Which
I like my eyebrows.
People live with that.
I like my eyebrows. I don't want to draw them on. And if I was like a monkey, I could just shave like a lot.
You'd shave a lot.
Like a lot.
What are you gonna say?
I like my eyebrows, so let's go with that and shaving copiously every day.
I'm going with the other option.
Well, we'll see who looks silly without eyebrows, won't we? Can we shave your eyebrows, Dominic?
No.
Text in if you want us to shave Dominic's eyebrows.
Be stranded on an island alone or with someone you hate?
I would go with someone I hate because I feel like we could get past our hatred and like just learn to become friends. And then if I need to eat someone, like if I need food, like if I can't, if we can't get past it, like
you could give them all of the jobs that you don't want to do.
Yeah.
Too, like
because I'm the alpha, they're the beta.
You're obviously yeah.
I'm obviously the alpha, they're the beta. What was your answer to this one? Just out of curiosity.
I think someone I hate.
Yeah.
Would be
It's just better than being by yourself because then you just start to hate yourself.
But I mean,
like the other, like all the multiple personalities, like.
Yeah, that's sort of the same thing anyway, except then you're the person you hate.
Yeah, and then you don't have anything to eat.
Would you rather never use the internet again or never watch TV again? I know you're a big fan of TV, so...
The thing is, I get a lot of my TV from the internet,
okay,
which is where this question sort of becomes a bit complicated. I also watch a lot of YouTube, but... If
Let's say, would you rather never have any access to the internet or never watch any video content ever again?
I like my video content. Like, I really do like my video content. So
Remember, though, you're not going to be able to watch any internet-based video content.
Yeah, but I'm sure there's other,
You'll be
I'm sure there's
restricted
other
to
ways
broadcast television.
But yeah, I can go buy DVDs and stuff.
I think I prefer the internet.
But then you can't watch anything, Dominic. What are you going to do with the internet if you can't watch anything?
I could, like, I don't know, there's still
You can't edit anything because you can't watch footage. You're an editor.
There's still radio. We can still do radio.
Oh, we can always do radio.
We can do the podcast.
Nothing's stopping us from doing radio. I mean, look, we're right here now. No one stopped it. We just walked in. We walked in, sat down, and just started broadcasting.
We couldn't upload to YouTube anymore, but we could do the podcast. The podcast, is fine, which you can get.
You don't need visuals. You guys can tell about us from our voices, our sultry voices. All right, next, moving on.
Would you rather always wear earmuffs or a nose plug?
I reckon I could rock earmuffs. Like, we're wearing headphones right now. They're pretty comfortable. I reckon earmuffs are pretty cool. No, what a nose plug? Does that just stop you from smelling?
But like you see it, I think is the point.
But like,
which would
I like my sense of smell.
So you prefer the sense of smell, but then you'd have to just go around with like muffled.
But you can still hear everything.
Could, put little earbuds up into the.
Look, the thing is that you said we had to wear earmuffs. You didn't say where. I could wear them around my neck. We could.
Very good, very good.
I'm pretty sure earmuffs is the easiest option there.
Would you rather?
Did you read it and then?
I have, and I've completely lost the one I was going to say next. Would you rather be able to stop time or fly? Now we discussed this a bit in our superhero episode. But I can't remember what our answer was.
It wasn't stop time and fly. It was something else and fly. But
was it?
People tend to go with fly a lot. I'm not a fan of flying. I reckon stop time. Would be great. The amount of times that would come in handy. Is this like I would stop time in the world and I could still move around, or is like a certain like 100-meter radius I would stop everyone in that little bubble?
Ooh, I don't know.
And then I could move around in that bubble, but every time functions normally for everyone outside that bubble.
Give it a try. See if you can.
Everyone's still moving outside. They haven't paused.
Haven't they?
No, I didn't stop time.
I was hoping that would stop time.
Oh, there's some lovely posters outside too.
Oh.
You gonna go buy a poster?
No.
Oh.
Oh, right, there are posters
I see.
outside.
You stopped the music when I stopped time. To try and freak the people out.
Yeah.
I didn't pick up on that. All right, moving on.
All right, one more. Would you rather drink 1 gallon of ketchup or 1 gallon of mustard?
I like ketchup. Like, I don't like mustard, so there's my answer.
So how much is a gallon?
A gallon is like, it's quite a lot. It's a decent amount.
It's almost 4 liters.
So it's a lot.
Would you rather drink
You didn't say I had to drink it in a certain period of time.
Okay. Would you rather, during next week's show, drink a bottle of ketchup or a bottle of mustard?
Option 3.
What's option 3?
Neither.
No. I'll give you tomato sauce, barbecue sauce.
If we're doing that in
mustard.
next week's show, you have to shave your eyebrows.
I'm not shaving my eyebrows, but I will help
do
you
a
with your
spoon
sauce.
of sauce.
A spoon is nothing.
All right, I'll do a little bit of sauce. You have to help. We'll split it.
Okay.
Sauce bottle between the two of it. Oh no, it's not going to end well.
Go next week.
Do we have to, maybe we shouldn't do it live on air. Maybe we should record it, like a little home video of us just eating sauce.
We'll see if we chicken out before then.
We will. We most definitely will. Have you got any more for me, Dominic?
No.
Oh, really? It's all over?
Yeah.
All over but the crying?
Pardon?
All over but the crying?
Pretty much.
What's up next? Are you ready to tease that yet? Or do you want to,
yeah. Coming up next, we're gonna learn about. Well, we're gonna find out exactly what I learnt from my Tinder experiment last week.
If anyone doesn't remember, I gave Dominic Tinder last week live on the show, and we went through and did some swipe left and some swipe rights and tried to match Dominic with the perfect girl. But more on that.
You went way over the sort of like end of the music.
But more on that after this song.
Okay.
You're listening to Morgan and Dom's Doomsday Broadcast. MorganandDom.com.
What would be the funniest apocalypse? Like the world is ending, but it's like a zombie virus that turned people into clowns.
Into clowns?
Or mimes.
So they're just like, and then the face paint just like pops up.
Yeah, exactly. And then like maybe they get squirt with the clowns.
Oh, like everyone's squirt with the clown flower.
The flower, and if you get.
Do they all drive around in like tiny cars and just they spill out of them?
Yeah,
like exactly. A zombie movie, but like.
would you survive that in an airship?
Yeah, probably.
What
Unless you brought an infected person on board.
But what if like they might get together, right?
And then like form like a chain, a human ladder?
Or I was thinking like a big daisy cannon.
And it would shoot down your airship?
Like a ground to air.
Because they're not like zombies. They have higher motor functions. They're just clown motor
And they're
functions.
infinitely flexible, able to fit into a tiny little car.
Infinitely flexible clowns that are attacking the human race. Pretty silly. Definitely copyrighted. See a movie there. Definitely.
Yeah, we could make that movie.
I reckon we
Is that the funniest apocalypse?
I don't know. Does anyone out there listening have any ideas for an apocalypse that is a bit silly, but also a bit kind of scary at the same time? Because if there was a clown apocalypse, I imagine some people would be freaking out.
Like, what about if like
Chlorophobia, man.
people just like every so often would just like turn into like an inanimate object, and there was no way to know when it would happen.
So like just randomly people would turn into like a coffee mug.
I'd be talking to you now and you would turn into perhaps another roll of this Tony Abbott toilet paper.
Just randomly. And you'd be sitting there like, well, this is awkward.
Yeah.
Morgan has now become an animate object. Would I still be able to speak? Or would I speak an inanimate object?
That was you. That was you dead.
And this happens to every human at some point in their life?
Or is it like maybe like an alternate dimension has opened up and like space stuff is causing this to happen?
Space stuff is causing people to turn into inanimate objects. We're going to need a better base for this if we want to hit the big time with this story.
No, Doctor Who's entire premise is space stuff happens.
Space stuff does happen though, Dom. In that universe.
Because like,
there is not one episode of Doctor Who where someone turns into... Oh, okay, maybe
this is,
I'm
I
lying.
think the problem is that like every single film about apocalypses is about something terrible.
There's a lot of zombie movies.
Zombies or natural disasters. Or
so we need something a little bit more lighthearted.
But still terrifying.
Like clowns.
Like what if the atmosphere popped?
Just popped? That's pretty terrifying. That's not funny though.
But like the terminology around it's quite humorous and lighthearted.
Just...
And then just the air is slowly or quickly just rushing away like a balloon and the earth is going all around.
It's a very short movie, if I'm honest.
Is it? Or is it because it's so huge? What timescale are we looking at?
No one wants to watch a movie that's just that narrative though.
How do we know that the galaxy isn't like just whizzing around the room like a balloon?
We're getting deep now, Dom. This is meant to be lighthearted and fun, like clowns taking over the world.
What if just everything started getting smaller?
But then would we realise if everything started getting small at the same time? Because everything is in proportion still.
Everything else would.
Oh, everything else.
So everyone
inside, and at one point, there's one point
get crushed.
Everyone is like off on the Earth, and there's one person just standing on this tiny little Earth at the end, like a regular human.
Or does the Earth stay the same size, but everything else gets smaller? Or does just the Earth get smaller, and like all the buildings and stuff start falling off? And
you know how to survive that? Airships. Space airships.
Goodness.
Because
airships.
They'll work for a little bit, then eventually we'll be exposed to the harsh vacuum of space.
Seriously, our airship city. I think we should start construction on this now.
We haven't had any names. Please send us names for this airship city, guys. It would be amazing. Dom brought up that we may be stealing a plot line from the video game BioShock, but
that's okay.
I think it's if they thought it was doable and we think it's doable, I think it's doable. We'll be back in a minute with Dom's Tinder adventures, but for now, this is "Love Me Again" by John Newman.
This is Morgan and Dom's Doomsday Broadcast, waking up those of you that have managed to survive the clown apocalypse.
That's what we're going with?
That's what I'm going with.
Okay.
So last week, Morgan,
What did I do?
You signed me up for Tinder.
Oh yeah, I did that.
And then...
you were just telling me you've become a bit of an addict.
Well, you sent me away with homework to continue doing it. And it's really addictive.
Yeah, right?
Like, really addictive. And not in a good way.
No?
In like a... Just like a real judging way.
Yeah, judging people. It's
awful. There's just so much judgment. Just like, no.
You're one of those people? No.
Well, because the alternative is really seedy. Yes.
What about no? Yes, no.
But
yes, no, yes.
Look, I have
Have you
Tindered.
matched anyone?
I've Tindered. I've put in my fair share of yeses. no matches.
There's the flaw in the system.
No matches.
There is the flaw in the Tinder
Maybe
system.
if I had of just yes,
Maybe you'd have a match.
maybe I'd have a match.
Where have you been doing it? Have you been doing it at uni or your home area? What areas have you been doing it in?
I've been doing it anywhere I have a spare moment because it is insanely addictive.
Do you just go by pictures or do you read their bios and stuff?
Oh, no, you got to read the whole thing in order to get the full judgment.
Yep.
But I've noticed a couple of things on my week on Tinder.
Yeah, well, you're 1 week on Tinder and he's already an expert.
First of all, y'all have some weird ass names. Like, seriously.
There are some weird people out there with weird names.
But beyond that, everyone has the same name. Like, there are presumably hundreds of people named Jordan, but I never see anyone named anything differently.
Yeah?
Like, there are the same names keep coming up over and over and over again. You get these books of like 1,001 baby names, but I'm pretty sure there's only 10 names in there because that's all I've seen.
Can you give me a list of a
Like
few?
Jordan and Sarah.
Sarah, I imagine there's a few Sarahs.
And Taylor, spelt Lah. And like, that's it.
So you've only been just seeing Jordans and Taylors and Sarahs?
Pretty much.
And then some weird ones.
Yeah, and then
thrown
weird
in.
ones.
Thrown in, yeah?
Yeah, that I don't even know how to pronounce. Listen to our names episode because there was some really interesting
I was just about
discussion
to
there.
say, we did discuss some names in our name episode back in ages ago.
A lot of people have dream catcher tattoos, and that I think is a trend that needs to stop because it is totally not original.
So you saw a lot of people with tattoos and dream catcher stuff?
And literally anywhere. Like, it doesn't matter where you put it. It's not original now.
But they want to catch dreams on their skin.
That makes no sense
You notice a lot of people on Tinder, like lots of girls are like looking for boys with tattoos.
Yes, I've noticed that as
Yeah,
well.
They do like their boys to be inked up.
Maybe I should get a dream catcher tattoo.
Maybe you should. Maybe you should get a Morgan and Dom tattoo.
Also, everyone has Taylor Swift lyrics in their bio.
Do they?
Pretty much. Like, that's...
What is it? Shake it off? The play's going to play. Hey's going to hey.
I don't know. Yeah, there is a lot of shake it off.
Yeah, I imagine there would be.
Yeah.
What else?
That's just sort of like an instant... No.
He wears short skirts. She wears shorts. I wear t-shirts. Whatever that is.
Furthermore, a final observation.
Like,
what's the deal with the two people in the one photo?
And you can't tell who it is?
And you can't tell
every
who it
photo?
is. And every photo is like the same two people, first of all. Or if just the front photo, the one that you select as your main photo is like you and 5 other people. It's like, that's not useful. How many people are
You have to guess
how
who it
many
is.
people are going to dig down further? Because chances are, if the first photo isn't just you, you're the ugly one.
Whoa, Dom's calling you out.
Like that, come on.
Says the man
You've
with no
Tindered
matches.
for a while.
I did my fair share of Tindering.
Tell me that this is not a trend.
I will say some of the stuff you said is not sounding new to me. It's very accurate. Your 1 week that you've picked up on the trends.
Look, yes, my Tinder experience has been...
I have to ask, are you going to keep using it?
No.
No? 1 week was enough for you?
1 week was enough for me, I think.
Well, I'm just happy I managed to get you to use it and live on air in that matter.
I'll report back next week to see if I've continued using it or if I've deleted the app.
Well,
but
yeah.
To be fair, I think there's a lot more things that I could be doing.
Yeah, there is a lot more things. So hopefully
with my time.
you can get past it and shake it off.
Oh dear.
You're listening to Morgan and Dom's Doomsday Broadcast. morgananddom.com.
It's time for a very, very, very special segment.
Go on.
It's Morgan and Dom do a BuzzFeed quiz because they've got no other content.
You know we're running out of ideas when we're doing a BuzzFeed quiz.
This week though, Morgan, it is on point because I'm going to ask you, and we're going to find out, Morgan, which post-apocalyptic universe would you thrive in?
All of them?
Which of the following luxuries would it be hardest to live without, Morgan?
Yeah,
Your car, clean water, toilet paper, medical care, fast food, or coffee?
Toilet paper for the supernatural reference. All these supernatural watchers out there, you get me.
Which of these books would you take on your post-apocalyptic journey?
Yep.
The Origin of Species by Charles Darwin. Joy of Cooking. War and Peace. The Zombie Survival Guide. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, or the Special Forces Survival
Zombie
Guide.
Survival Guide, keep it in my bag at all times.
Very good.
Written by Max Brooks.
Yes.
Very good.
Did I think I got that for
You might have got that for me a while ago,
I got that
actually. Yeah,
for you.
you think you did.
If you could only take one item with you, other than the book, what would it be? A can of gasoline, a gun, a machete, body armor, a water purifier, or a Twinkie?
Machete.
Assuming you live in North America, okay.
Which I don't, but okay.
Well, let's assume that. Where would you flee to when the world ends? So, where in North America would you flee to?
What options have I got?
Select these areas.
What, is that Canada?
There's 3 Canadas. Do you want like Eastern Canada? Do you want Central Canada or Western Canada?
I want Central. Let's go the Canada that's nice to live in.
Well, it just says okay. I don't know.
I think the Canada that's closest to America is the
This
best.
just says Canada on it. They've cut off the C. Which of the following struggles would you cope with best? Prolonged thirst, lots of death, being powerless, losing hope, living in a tight space, or infrequent meals?
Lots of death, maybe. I don't know.
I presume this is lots of death around you, not that you would. Not that I
die multiple times.
Like,
I have to deal with the fact people
I
are
keep
dying
all the time.
But I keep coming back.
Thankfully, I can cope with that the best. So that's the one.
Yes, that's the one.
Pick a travel companion. Obviously me, but who else? Squirtle,
Okay.
Harry Potter, The Mountain, RoboCop, Samwise Gamgee, and Peter Quill.
Peter Quill, Star-Lord, hands down. Chris Pratt.
If the world ended tomorrow, what would you do today? Get drunk, eat a lot, have sex, live as usual, loot, or prepare?
All of the above.
Can't all of the above.
All of the above.
I'm going to say prepare because that's
Okay.
all of the above.
All of the above. Every single one of those things.
It's been days since your last meal and you're getting desperate. What do you reach for? Like rotten fish, cockroach, garbage, leaves, old shoes, or a dog?
Rotten fish. Something smells fishy.
If you had to guess, how do you think the world will end? Overpollution, nuclear war, in a drought, in a flood, in an alien invasion, or the world shrinks?
Is that actually on the list?
It's not. In a global epidemic.
Epidemic, probably, of some description. Is that it?
Yep.
What's my results? Tell me my results.
You would best survive a zombie apocalypse.
Yes, I knew I
Congratulations.
would. I've been planning for this for a very, very long time.
This is good. You've got the zombie survival guide. You've got everything. You would survive a zombie apocalypse. Congratulations, Morgan.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad to be here. I'd like to thank my friends and family who are all now rotting and fresh zombies outside.
And the best thing is, I mean, we've already considered this plan, haven't we? We did an episode on that.
We have done a zombie episode. We're running out of episodes. We haven't done something on at this rate.
Yeah, send us your ideas for what we should talk about next week to Morgan and
Also, send us
Tom.
your ideas for our airship city. I'm really invested in this, and I want more.
I'm really invested in this, but I genuinely thought that like all of the airships had gone away, right? Except for like the Goodyear blimp.
Yeah, we'll make.
Like the US invested millions of dollars into like a spy airship.
They know.
Did you?
They're prepared.
They're planning this. We have to come out with our own independent
Australian-based airship.
It is
something.
It's an airship paradise, I think, because otherwise it's just going to be the US government who gets to survive the inevitable.
And they don't care about
of
us,
the
Morgan and
universe.
Dom, all the way down here in Australia.
Absolutely
in our
not.
secret bunker.
So, if you would like to be on our airship city when the world shrinks, send us a tweet. We're at Morgan and Dom, or like us on Facebook. We will take all of our Facebook followers to
Airship City.
to Airship City with us when the
Insert
world
name
ends.
here.
Yeah, and give us some names for our Airship City.
But I think we're about done for the day, aren't we, Dominic?
Pretty much. I mean,
Our hour's up.
From a show-
Dominic, I wasn't going to raise this on air, but next semester I think we should try and go for a 2-hour.
you're kidding.
No.
Like,
I guess
Genuinely-
I know we have enough trouble getting through 1 hour.
genuinely, we stretched Airship City a long way.
Fine. I guess I got a bit of convincing to do. If you want us to do 2 hours, go on our Facebook page and be like, 2 hours, and just keep posting it forever and ever and ever.
Thank you very much for listening. Make sure you subscribe to the show on iTunes. We're Morgan and Dom's Doomsday Broadcast. Just search for that. And
Check
it
out
will come
morgananddom.com.
up. And if you don't have anything else, then I don't have anything else. And I think it's time to go back to our terrible post-apocalyptic lives in our Airship City.
Onwards and upwards.
You've been listening to Morgan and Dom's Doomsday Broadcast. Missed the show? Get the podcast at morgananddom.com, plus heaps more exclusive and behind-the-scenes content. Make sure to like us on Facebook.